Cristiano Ronaldo, in a 2-1 victory against Croatia, he scored his 900th career goal. It was his 131st in 213 games as well for Portugal. And incredibly, 437 of those have been scored when he was 30 and over. Despite an incredible achievement, many have been critical of him and Portugal's performances, of course, at the Euros, where he didn't register a single goal as they crashed out on penalties to France in the quarter-finals. And the subject of whether he is a help or a hindrance to Portugal, as I said, is one of the big subjects, one of the big topics. Where do you stand on it?
Well, it's obviously going to be very divided. There's going to be division on this because you could make a case that is Ronaldo being very, very selfish and basically getting accolades for himself by achieving even more records along the way. Or from the other perspective, people say, well, maybe you should move on and let others have an opportunity. If the manager still thinks that he's the best option for them and still wants him to be part of everything, then there's another problem because the manager's giving the back in as well. I've always said I never think I've got the right to tell anybody to retire. It's their career, their choice. I've always felt that. Yeah. But there is part of me that thinks, when does it end with Ronaldo? I mean, Pepe went to 41, and no one's made that accusation against him. It was okay for him to play to his 41, but because Ronaldo is such an inspirational figure and, you know, a vital player to football, that he seems to get criticised for wanting to stay on and play football. I would always lean on it's his decision, but I also get the argument of knowing when to walk away.
But he's not undroppable.
No, he's not. But he could have easily been dropped by the end of the Euros, before they got beat. So it's a tough one. And I even think in Portugal there'd be people that are quite a large number who would think, it's time for Cristiano, as great as he's been, move over. Let the new boy on whoever that is, to have an opportunity. It's a tough one to answer, Nat.
Don't think it'll be tonight, though, when Portugal take on Scotland.
And if he keeps scoring, he keeps justifying why it's okay for him to still play, because he keeps delivering. Yeah. If he keeps delivering, there's no argument. When he didn't deliver in the summer, it was a problem.
And in Qatar as well.
Yeah, in Qatar as well, yeah.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.